Welcome to Divine Lotus Tarot. We are going to take a look at another reading for those of you who are male, sun sign, Aquarius individuals, or you are a male individual who has very strong placements of Aquarius in your birth chart. Like I said, this is going to be a multi-series. So this is part 5. Before we get into the reading, I just want to invite you to book your own private session through my website, www.divinelotustarot.com. You can find the link below this video. Also, for those of you who are interested in means and ways to donate and support my channel, my Cash App is $Divine Lotus Tarot 8, as well as I have a PayPal link below this video, and the information for both of those are under this video. And if you want to respectfully follow my social media accounts, you can find the information to my accounts below this video to stay connected with me in that manner. So this video, Aquarius males, we are taking a look at the message came through that you have weird, nefarious energies surrounding you, okay? So initially, what I am picking up is there are individuals who are around you who purposely want to sabotage your happiness, okay? When we're talking about your happiness, we're talking about your ultimate sense of emotional fulfillment, okay? What makes you feel very good? What makes you feel blessed? What makes you feel so grateful? What makes you wake up and just feel like, you have everything that your heart desires, that makes you feel really good and emotionally content and emotionally fulfilled? For some of you, this could be things pertaining to maybe you having a very happy, harmonious home life, okay? For others of you, this could be like a loving relationship that's healthy with an individual that would be someone who's compatible with you. For some of you, this would extend to either maybe you blending families with this individual if you have kids or this individual has kids, or this would extend to the two of you, having the ability to establish your own family, okay, and build a home. I just feel it really just gives me the sense of you living your dream life. Like, what is your ultimate happiness? And being able to have that. This could even just be having loving, supportive family members around you, okay? So these could be individuals who could be like attacking all areas of your life where you desire that sense of emotional fulfillment and that emotional happiness. And I feel like these individuals have made it their mission to essentially just bring mental strife and stress in, it feels like, your relationships. So it could just be like any type of relationship that you have had, like really good relationships. I feel like these individuals have gone out of their way to like sabotage this. So this could be like your love and romance life. If you're currently in a relationship, then it's like individuals who are trying to sabotage your current relationship that you're in. This could be maybe if you are working in an environment where you just feel like, it's one of the best jobs that you've had. You could do this for forever, or you've been doing it for forever. It's like, and maybe your work feels like it gives you that fulfillment. It really feels like you're blessed to have this position, okay? You don't take it for granted. You feel really happy. You really enjoy what you do. You love what you do, okay? Like, it's nothing for you to just get up and continue to do what you do, or that what you've been doing. This could even be because you have like really good relationships with the individuals at your job. They may even feel like family to you. This could be situations where maybe you have a close connection network of friends who you feel like your family. I kind of feel like it's just kind of a sense of anything where you have like really good relationships. I feel like these individuals, with this nefarious energy, they're trying to attack those individuals and like turn these individuals against you, or make them see you in some type of alternative light. because they know that this is what brings you a great sense of happiness, okay? Um, and for others of you, I feel like it could just be the potential for you to have this. So for those of you maybe where you don't have it, maybe where you're working towards this, or maybe where they know that this is like a dream of yours to establish these like healthy relationships, harmonious relationships, being with individuals that feel like soul family, coming into contact like with your soul tribe. I feel like it's just individuals trying to prevent you from being able to essentially connect with like other loving and nurturing individuals who would be able to come into your life and offer you a sense of that genuine sense of feeling of love or harmony or family, and bring that type of balance and peace and joy into your life. It's just like individuals where they just don't want to see you be able to enjoy life. It's just really what I'm picking up. Now, I did hear the word sacrilegious. So I'm picking up maybe some of you could be very, like, very, very, very strongly, like, either you're a, I'm hearing political leader. So I'm getting political leader, or you could be like a religious leader, okay? Or you could just be very, like, a devout Christian, or you could just be very strongly anchored into whatever religion or belief sets that you have of how you live your life. I feel I'm getting the energy that, especially like if you, let's say, take for example, you are a religious public leader, okay? These would be individuals who would befriend you or try to get in romantic connections with you, but they don't really genuinely share an interest in what your belief system. They will put on the facade, they will dress the part, they will speak the part, they'll show up to the to your establishment that you may have, and they'll play the part, they'll religiously, be devoted to acting and walking and speaking while they're in front of you, but behind the scenes these are individuals who really don't care. They don't care as much as they try to lead on. They don't care as much as you care, and it's not something that they hold dear to them, the way that you do. They're not as obedient, they're not as committed and full of faith as you are. So these could be individuals who show you that they are, but they don't really care that much. It's not that deep to them. So I just kind of feel like you have individuals who are kind of like false and phony around you as well too. Now, for some of you, I'm getting love in a relationship. So this could be individuals who are portraying a sense of having some type of similar belief set as you, like mimicking your energy, so that they can get in a relationship with you, but they really don't have that same belief set or faith. It's essentially they're just trying to like mimic your energy so that they can get next and close to you, because it could be that some of you, like I said, have very strong belief systems and standards when it comes to maybe who you will be willing to be in a relationship with. And maybe for some of you, you choose your relationship partners due to this, or these are just individuals who are just essentially just psychologically like they're psychoanalyzing you so that they can come in and be whatever they think that you are wanting them to be. But I feel like they're trying to play a role so that they can get some form of commitment, is what I'm saying. Whatever it is, it feels strongly like maybe some of you have some very strong like principles or, like I said, religious belief sets, and I feel like you kind of stick to that. And so you have essentially individuals coming around you who are interested in you, but they're interested in you for the wrong reasons. They're not interested in you for the reasons that they say. They're putting on a facade, they're playing an act, they're playing a role essentially. And I feel like it's because they want to get some type of commitment with you. Now, for others of you, this could just be other individuals who want to go into business with you, okay? This could be people who want to be friends with you. It could just be people who want to be in your social circle. It could just be people who want to get close to you. Because like I said, for some of you, you could be the type of individual where maybe you live a lifestyle that's exclusive, or a lifestyle where maybe it's just not so easy for individuals to have access to you, or you're not reachable, you know what I'm saying, maybe to a lot of individuals. So I kind of feel like you have individuals who have ulterior motives as to the reasons why they actually want to get next to you. And some of these individuals are opportunists, okay, is what I'm picking up as well. But ultimately, what I'm seeing is these individuals don't truly share your same visions. They don't share your standards. They don't share your beliefs. They don't share your goals. But I feel like they're putting up the facade that they do. Okay. Um, Now, for some of you, where you already have like seemingly maybe to others this dream life, or maybe you actually do feel like you're living a dream life. It feels like either way, whether you are living this dream life, this perfect life, this this happy life, like everything is um like you have everything that you want. Like you I kind of feel like whether you are or you aren't, this is how these individuals with this nefarious energy around you are seeing you. Um, so it's giving me energy as well too. Just further clarifying it that these are individuals who are essentially jealous of you. Okay, so like you could have like people who are mad haters around you, who are very envious. Like okay, like envious um, of your life, and I feel like for some of you, you want genuine individuals around you, is what I'm picking up. I feel like you do stress a lot because you do worry about, I don't know, there's something that's keeping you up. So maybe something's just not sitting right in your spirit about certain people. These could be people who are close to you already. So you may just be picking up on the fact that, there are fake, phony people around you. But yeah, there is a lot of energy of people around you who are very jealous of you. They're very envious of you. I get very strong opportunist energy as well too. And like I was saying, so I can finish my thought, whether you feel like you have the perfect life, the ideal life, the dream life, you're living the American dream, whatever it is, whether you feel this way or not, there are individuals that look at you like this, and it's like for some of you, these are why these individuals want to be attached to you. For others of you, this is why I feel like these are individuals who want to like take your life. It's like they want your life. So this could be the type of individuals where it's like they want the things that you have, okay? Because they're very envious of you. They're very jealous of you. For some of you, these could be individuals who just want the things that you have. Like everything. Like they could just want your life is what I'm getting. They could want your wife, or they could want your like to have the type of relationship you have with your kids. They could want your home. They could want your lifestyle. They could just want your blessings. Okay, so I kind of feel like, yeah, there are people around you. Some who are close to you, okay, who are very envious and who are jealous of the lifestyle that you lead because they see you as living some type of ideal American dream. Like they feel like you're giving a lot of blessings. Okay, they're not taking into consideration that you deal with, things just like everybody else. Like you're a human just like everybody else. Like nothing, no one's life is 100% perfect, right? But I feel like they're just looking at, things from a outside perspective, and they just kind of feel like it's not fair that you get to have the type of life that you live. Okay. um they don't know what all it takes for you to maintain this type of lifestyle that you have, because I'm seeing a lot of stress upon you as well too. Maybe for some of you, you do kind of feel like you have to uphold some type of perfect lifestyle or perfect image. Okay, all seemingly while you have people around you who like are jealous of your life, and they don't even know that you're dealing with like there's some type of mental health issues that you are dealing with that you don't talk about though. And you kind of feel like, I feel like you feel the projections of other individuals on you, because remember, like I stated at the beginning of the series, like I feel like you all could be empaths. So I feel like the energy that you feel sometimes, I do feel like there are things that you suffer with, okay, that you don't talk to other individuals about because you kind of maybe feel pressure to uphold this image as well too, that you are living this perfect life, but I do feel like you are suffering, okay? You're going through your own issues that you battle with, okay? But I do feel like it's you battle with some type of mental health situations is what I'm picking up. And I feel like you for some of you, this also could pertain to the fact that maybe there's added pressure, maybe because you are suffering or dealing with things that people don't know that you deal with. And then there's the pressure to like keep up this facade that you are so happy, or that everything is going on perfectly. Maybe for some of you as well too, this could just be the burdens and the strains of okay, so for some of you, it's the fact that you have to keep up the facade or the image, okay? And this is like, it just takes a toll on you mentally. It's like people don't know what it takes to, and how much that impacts you to have to just always be like presenting this perfect image, okay, living this perfect life. Like you may feel like you're under a microscope, like you can't do anything wrong, or you can't sneeze, or you can't do anything because you feel like I said, like you may feel like you'll be held to some type of what is it? It's like a standard, but it's like, but other people aren't held to the same standard. So you're held to a different type of rigorous standard that you can't just, I guess, be normal is what you feel like. You can't seemingly just get to do things that other people do because you're not going to be held in the same light if you would just be normal. I kind of feel like you kind of feel like it's added pressure for you to just like walk on eggshells, or just be extremely neat, be extremely perfect, be on point at all times. Like you just kind of feel like, maybe you just kind of feel like you don't even get the ability to just relax and be yourself, or to even enjoy the blessings that you have. And that could be the other thing. It could just be the burden of the blessings that you do have. Maybe people don't realize that like there's stress that you deal with. Now, for some of you, it could just be the sense that, let's say you came into a significant amount of money, but your family doesn't come from money. So you could suffer from some type of like anxiety, or like post-traumatic stress disorder, because you're still trying to cope with the fact of getting acclimated. It's like, even though you have, you know, this dream life that everyone wants, it's just, maybe for some of you, you still just kind of deal with, like, you battle with this, like, and people don't know this, you know. Maybe it's just like you deal with your own personal struggles, especially mentally, when it comes to maybe the blessings that you have. Maybe sometimes you kind of feel like it's even a burden for you to be in either the responsibility that you have, or like the privileges that you have. And it's almost like you don't share this with other individuals, because I think it's like you don't want to come off like you're ungrateful, because I definitely feel like you're grateful for those of you who are already in a privileged position. But I also just feel like it just comes with its own set of like challenges or issues that maybe other people don't have to deal with, you know. So while you get a lot of times people projecting at you for the fact that you get to live such a life that appears like a dream life on the outside, it's like, but people don't know the struggles that you have to deal with having to have those blessings. I just got a vision of an individual who like has a lot of blessings, but it's like they feel lonely. So for some of you, you don't have anyone to share this with, and this like is I kind of feel like it was like your worst fear. So for some of you, you kind of feel like, I'm hearing you say, a self-fulfilling prophecy. So maybe prior to you coming into some significant wealth, maybe you feared, or you knew, or you were told, or you just kind of assume that that would be the life that you would live, like that you wouldn't be able to enjoy your blessings with another individual. So I'm seeing someone who is like alone, like you're alone, but you have all of like seemingly on the outside, like I said, like you have this life that looks like a glorious life. It looks like a blessing, but you are alone. Now, for others of you, you literally may not really have anyone to share this with. Um, you know, wow. Some of you talk negatively to yourself, and you need to not talk down to yourself because you need to speak up on yourself. I feel like you shouldn't allow yourself to speak down to yourself. Um, Whoever this is, like you are very harsh on yourself, and you shouldn't be so harsh on yourself. Um, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. See, people don't even know there's things that you suffer with. I'm hearing someone like kind of argue back and forth with themselves. Okay. Um, because someone kind of feels like it's their fault why they are in a position where they don't have other individuals around them, but because you chose to be successful and you kind of talk down to yourself, like you gotta talk better to yourself, okay? And then for others of you, you may actually have individuals around you, and you may also you may be surrounded by individuals who, for some of you, you may be surrounded by individuals who love you, but it could just be things that you're dealing with personally, and it's like the life that you have is still a burden for you. And I just kind of feel like this group of you, you're not talking to individuals about what you're actually dealing with, what you're going through. I just kind of feel like some of y'all are all fighting y'all demons, okay? These could be demons, that your personal demons that you deal with. For some of you, it's negative energy that people are projecting on you because you are so privileged. And I feel like because you're empaths, you feel that, okay? And then for others of you, you just do have individuals around you, people who want to get into close knit, circles with you, who are projecting at you this weird, nefarious, evil energy. And then for others of you, yeah, you do have family members around you who are jealous and envious of you. And for some of you, I feel like you know this, but it's like you kind of feel like you're obligated to deal with these individuals, okay? Um, Yeah, I kind of feel like you kind of feel like you're obligated to deal with these people. For some of you, you could be very generous hearted, but you deal with individuals who are very like sinister, and they're very ungrateful. They have a very entitled type of energy and attitude. So I just kind of feel like you're kind of in a conundrum because it's like for some of you, I'm definitely picking up those of you, you have a very significant responsibility, your position that you are in, or you live a very privileged life. And I feel like some of you are actually very like humble and down to earth, and it's kind of challenging for you because sometimes you feel that you have to still portray some type of image or lead some type of life that doesn't necessarily maybe align with what you feel intrinsically. So I just kind of feel like this reading has to do more so with um, there are energies around you which are external, that are, like I said, nefarious energies, because there is envious individuals pushing energy at you. I feel like, I mean, some of y'all are got the devil right in y'all as well too. You know what I'm saying? Because you are in such a privileged position, so you are gonna be someone who the devil, seeks to try to um, target. And then for others of you, you got your own personal demons that you're dealing with as well too, with things that you need to. I would definitely say you may want to consider getting some type of counseling or seeking some type of therapy or help, especially for this energy who I'm hearing who's talking to themselves in a very not nice way. Um, and could be someone who drinks a lot as well too. So you might just want to really look into being able to find a trusted individual who you can sit down and get some like counseling with to assist you. Those are all the messages, and stay tuned for the next part in the series.